Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to another Warframe video. So, obviously guys, you know at this point, if I'm in Warframe, I'm usually showing you guys something, or we're doing verses. And today we are doing verses, and I'm excited for today's verses, because this is a pretty cool frame that I think you guys should see. And I do like to pull him out quite a bit and use him, so I'm excited for you guys to see about him and everything. So so today guys, we have Equinox. So Equinox is kind of unique. He's one of the only frames that kind of can morph his shape, so that's kind of cool. And I believe he's the only one that can do that, but I could be wrong as well. But I'm pretty sure he's the only one who can morph his physical shape. But yeah, so he's really cool. So he's kind of represents day and night. So he's kind of like peace and harmony, you know, kind of a peace sign. That's what I'm kind of trying to say. But his abilities are interesting. Like I said, you can change him his form differently each time and stuff like that. And depending on his form, his ability changes as well. So he's going to be a little more difficult to see any differences with, just because he has two abilities for one ability. So technically, he's probably one of the most complex frames as well, if you think about it, because of that way. So, here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to turn him into whatever form he is in. But I kind of want to pull up his info card so you guys can just check it out a little bit better. So we'll just pull up his info card a little bit, and then I'll change forms for you. So, alright, here we go. So, let's go into the arsenal right now. So, this is Equinox Prime, guys. And my Helios just gave me shield, okay. And this is his deluxe skin, guys, if you're wondering. His deluxe skin is beautiful. I love his deluxe skin. They did a fantastic job with it. They made it look like there are two sides to him. I believe this is both sides, or is this one of his sides? I'm not sure exactly. But it lets you pick which side you want him to be viewed as when you have him in your arsenal, in your ship. You can decide which side you want to be on, if you want to be like the night side, the day side, or the middle side. And I think mine is at middle right now, but I think this is his night form, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so yeah guys, he's a little complicated, I'll give you that. So we're just gonna pull up his abilities for you guys. So yeah, so this is both sides. So this is half and half. So this is, and then I believe this is his day one, and then this is his night one. So Metamorphosis. So lets you switch forms, temporarily gaining honing shield and armor in night form, or bonus damage and shield in day form. So that is very unique. Like I said, I'll show you guys his forms. But in night form, so we got rest and rage. So rest and rage, in night form, targets are put to sleep, and day form, targets become more vulnerable to damage. And then we have Pacify and Provoke. Night form reduces damage inflicted by nearby enemies. In day form increases the ability strength of nearby allies. So as you guys can see, he's kind of both. He kind of gives you an edge, but he also helps your allies in the too, depending on which form he's in. So and then we got Mend and Maim. Night form ally shields are replenished with nearby enemies killed. In day form, enemies are afflicted with blood status effect. Deactivate while in night form to restore health and shields for Equinox and allies. Deactivate while in day form to cast a wave of slashing force. So as you guys can see, he's both sides. He's support and he's also damage, because he can help you guys get more damage. So this is what I mean. So he's a very complicated frame if you guys think about it, because he has 2 abilities for his 3 of his abilities, technically. So he technically has 2, 4, 6, 7 abilities total, which is crazy. And he's, like I said, he's the only form that does this. So, just an FYI on that. So I just kind of wanted to go over that a little bit for you guys, so you could... So Equinox, it actually says that she is a she. It is a she, but I always thought of him as a guy. He's kind of one of those weird frames. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. We're not quite sure what gender he or she is. We just think it looks more masculine actually. Like when I pull out my regular Equinox, you'll see that, because you'll see what I mean with that. But apparently it's a she, which is interesting. But that kind of makes sense, because girls tend to be a lot faster on their feet, and he is definitely like that. So, I mean, there's a lot of debate about what actual gender Equinox is, but apparently the game says it's a she. So I guess we gotta make sure to consider her a she. But but I kind of see it now, because she's kind of got the breast going on. So I guess that makes sense, but alright. And she does seem a little more masculine, feminine. It's kind of weird, but yeah, so I have mine set half and half. So half day, and she's half day and half night right now. So so I'm going to use my metamorphosis so you guys can see some differences. So I'm going to assume this is a night form. So this is what her night form looks like, which is really cool. I like her night form. Because she kind of looks like she's got a big body of armor and everything. So I'm going to assume this is her night form. And then we'll do it again. And this is her day form. Or no, this is her both her sides, I think. Hold on. Actually, I'm not quite sure now, because it seems like this seems to be night form, though. I'm going to say this is night form. Because I get night form feels from this, but I guess we can find out with her abilities. So let's spawn in some enemies here. And I think weirdly enough, her abilities are kind of like flip-flop, sort of, in a weird way. I'm not sure if you guys get that, but you kind of just have to play her to kind of figure it out. But her first ability is usually the one I can tell which form she's in, so we'll just go by her first ability. So, let's pull out... Who haven't we done in a while, guys? We've done some Grenier, we've done some Corpus. How about some Infested? Maybe we'll do some Infested. We don't want any healers. They're really annoying and big and whatever else, so... let's do some runners. We could do some runners, leapers. Let's do some runners. And let's do about 10, actually. Just so you guys get a better view, because I realize I do a lot of enemies sometimes, so... Alright, so we're about to find out. We did swap forms, so we're about to find out which form this is. So, first ability is, Rest, or... What was the other one? I don't remember what the other one was called. Rage. Alright, so yeah, so that is Rage. That means this is definitely her, night form. Because they straight up attacked us, so... Yeah, so they're angry, so they're literally attacking us. So yeah, this is definitely her night form then. So we just confirmed that this is her night form. So yeah, so this is her day form actually. Yeah, day, because day she does rage, and then if she was in night form, it would be, sleep. So, okay, so let's try this again. Like I said, this video might be a little longer, guys, just because she has so many abilities, so just deal with me here. So we can just figure out this here. Yeah, so that is sleep. Alright, so this is her night form, guys. As you guys can see, it puts the enemies asleep. And then the opposite makes them all angry and rage at us, pretty much. So, just like enrages them. Yeah, okay, so this is her night form, guys. So we figured that out. So her night form is this cool half and half form, and then the other one is her day form. So okay, so I'm gonna switch back to day form, so I can show you her abilities on this side of the spectrum. Alright. So there you guys have it. So you got one that makes the enemies go to sleep, and you got the other one that makes them angry. So that's usually how I can tell which form I'm in, though, is when I'm using that ability on the enemies. So, alright, next ability is Pacify and Provoke. Alright, so I believe this one should be Pacify, which gave us more damage, I believe is what it said. So, but I think it's the same for both forms, so let's move her to the other form real quick. Yeah, so it makes the same effect here. I'm gonna assume night form is Provoke, so... But I'll deal with one side at a time for you guys, so you're not getting confused. Here, let's take another quick look at her abilities here real quick. Because I think night form reduces damage inflicted by nearby enemies. And then in day form, allies increases ability strength of nearby allies. So both are really good abilities. So this is probably her best ability, I would say, probably. Because both help us with the enemies, essentially. So Pacify is night mode, it's night form, and then Provoke is day form. So day form increases the ability strength, and then night form actually reduces damage that enemies cause to us. So that's kind of cool. Yeah, this is what I mean, guys. She's kind of complicated. She's very, very complicated. So you kind of just have to mess with her and figure it out yourself. But obviously, I would argue that her night form is probably her best form. Her day form is good, but I rarely use her day form usually. I usually use her night form more. So you want my honest opinion on that, but alright. So we assume this is day form, so let's try using our final ability, which is her best ability, as always. But her second ability, I think, is pretty good, too. Yeah, so as you guys can see, it's slowly killing the enemies around us. As you guys can see, it's getting some damage on them. So this is maim then. So day mode must be maim then. I think this is what I was talking about earlier when I mentioned that for some reason it seems like her final ability is like swapped for some reason. I don't know if anyone's really realized it or not, because we are still in her day form, I believe. Or no, this is her night form. I'm confused, guys. I don't really know anymore. I think this might be her night form, actually. Hold on. Because maim is the one that does serious damage for her final ability. So, night form ally shields are replenished with each nearby enemy killed in day form. Killed. In day form, enemies are afflicted with blood status effect. Deactivate while in night form to restore health. Deactivate while in day form to cast a wave of slashing force. Okay, so maybe it works the same way? I'm not quite sure. It kind of seems that way, but this one, whatever form we're in right now, it seems to be the one that causes damage. So I'm gonna assume it's day form still. Okay, so let's swap real quick. Let's see. Yeah, see, we're causing slash damage. So that's gotta be night form. Day form, I mean. So let's try it on this form now. So this form, this is men. So this essentially takes shield from your enemies, which our enemies don't have shields. So that's kind of useless against infested, but yeah, so this is her day form. And then this is her night, no, that's her night form. This is her day form. So yeah, guys. So essentially, what it does, you kind of just have to mess with it. Like I said, she has 2 abilities for her 3 other abilities, so you kind of just have to mess with it and see what happens, essentially. But definitely, I would say this ability. I use this ability a lot. Pacify and Provoke. This is one of my favorite abilities to use on her. And then, I usually use this. And then, when the time comes, I will use my maim on them. So yeah, so night form is definitely, arguably, the best form, I would say. Day form is good for certain things, but night form definitely is the one that you want to use if you want to make, like, serious damage. So, yeah. And then you just deactivate it again to create that big wave of slash damage, which would be really cool if we did that real quick. Let's do that real quick. I actually never realize I should deactivate them, actually. I've always just activated them. So, let's do that real quick. Let's see how much damage it really can do. So, got maim going on. Let's get maim activated. And then we'll just, bam! So it didn't seem to make much of a difference. Kind of just... So it seems like when it's activated, it does more damage than when you deactivate it, which is kind of interesting. But as you guys can see, that's the one that slowly kills them, so... This is her day form, though. What? Okay, I'm actually kind of confused still, but, because this is her day form, so this should have been Mend. So, I guess Mend is actually the better ability? Because I guess it steals their shield, but our enemies have no shield, so that makes no sense, but... Yeah, guys, so that's essentially it, I guess. Like I said, she has multiple abilities, so... she's very, very confusing if you guys don't know how to use her properly. But like I said, I would, look at her abilities before you guys use her and try to see if you can figure it out, because for some weird reason, I think that her abilities are swapped for some reason. Like, how they're read out on her ability screen, I think they're actually swapped, because we were just in day mode, and we were doing damage in day mode. I don't think we were supposed to do damage in day mode, so that's kind of weird. I'm not sure about that, but... But yeah, guys, so there's generally her abilities. As you guys can see, she's very complicated. But you kind of just have to mess with her to figure out what exactly she does. But either way, a lot of her abilities are really fantastic, so... They help your allies, and they also do some serious damage to your enemies as well, so... She's very well-rounded, is what I'll say, even though she has, like, multiple abilities, so... Alright, so... Difference-wise, I doubt we're gonna find any, but we always like to pull out a regular one just because, guys, so I'll do that now. And you'll see a more specific difference in my regular one over my prime one just because I have her deluxe skin on her. So yeah, so this is my regular one. So this is actually what she more normally looks like. So she's got long, like a dress, long dress like little thing going on. So this is normally what she looks like. And her day and her night form, they're very obvious. So her deluxe skin definitely is a bit confusing. This is her day form. So this is where she's most full, I guess you could say. She has the most flowing pieces of her. This is definitely day form. This is what day form looks like. So, and this is a Tano Jet skin, guys, by the way. So, I'm gonna go in here real quick. As you guys can see, she changed day mode when I came in here. So, but yeah. So this is essentially what, she looks like. And, yeah. So this is actually her night form, guys. Sorry, I'm mistaken myself. But, I think it's swapping on us for some reason. But anyway, so yeah, so this is, this skin is also Town Jet skin. I think I said that already, but yeah, so this is her day form, guys. So the long flowingness, this is her day form. And then if we switch, this is her night form. As you guys can see, she changes kind of her stance a little bit as well. So that's another way you can tell what form she's in. She gets more when she's in night form, so she's more athletic looking in night form and stuff like that. And then we go back to day form. This is what day form looks like. So honestly, by look, I prefer day form, but night form is the one I use most, like I said earlier. So, and difference wise, you guys may have noticed like her health and shield is pretty decent. She's a really well balanced frame, I would say, on health and shield. Even the regular version of her. So, but she would definitely be another shield frame, I would believe. So, alright, so we're gonna stay day form, guys, just to see if we could find anything exciting happening. Okay. Okay, so this is day form, guys. Remember that. So we should have rage right now, or sleep right now. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. So this is sleep, guys. This is not, or rest, I mean. This is not rage. So yeah, her abilities are definitely swapped. That's really weird, because I swear to God that's what happened. Like, they swapped her abilities by accident. Because, the sleep one, rest, should be the night form one. And we're not in night form, this is day form, so... Yeah, this is complicated, guys. I think they messed up on her for some reason. And at some point, and I'm not sure why. But... I'm pretty sure that rest is supposed to be on the night one. So let's look at it real quick. No? Yeah, it says night form targets are put to sleep. In day form, targets become more vulnerable to damage. Okay, so maybe this is actually night form? I guess this is night form. I always thought this form was day form. What? Okay, that's weird, guys. That's really weird. So let's go into day mode real quick. Yeah, so this is day form, guys. So they're attacking us. They're mad. So, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I don't think I ever realized that. That's actually really insane. Okay, so, I'm sorry guys, I've been wrong the whole time. So apparently this is actually day form. And then this is night form. So that is crazy, actually, because I literally was thinking the whole time this was night form, but this is actually day form. Or night form, day form. But this is actually night form. So, okay, that's crazy. So, I think the form that my prime was on was actually night form then the whole time, and then the other form is night form. Alright, that's or day form. Oh my gosh, I'm getting so confused. This is what I mean, guys. I mean, she is a great frame, but she has way too much going on. And it's just like, okay. So she is very complicated. So, alright, so this is night form. This one is night form, and then this one is day form. Which I guess makes sense, because she's not as, like, flowy and whatever else, I guess. But I always thought this was night form. I always just, like, thought that. So this is that's weird, guys. This is very weird to me. Alright, anyways, I think, like I said, I doubt we're gonna find barely any differences. So this is night form, guys. So let's do this again. So should I put them asleep? Yeah, so this is definitely night form. Alright guys, so this is night form. So let's just look at the abilities again. So night form, so that puts us asleep, so this is rest. And then it's Pacify, which reduces damage. And then we have Mend, which replenish our shields. Alright, cool. So yeah, so night form is the one that pretty much heals you. That's essentially what I'm getting at. And it helps with damage as well. And then we go to night form that actually can cause damage. And it makes your enemies very, very mad at you. So let's do them again real quick. Yeah, so we got the same effects going on as you guys can see. This was Pacify. And then let's swap. Then this should make them enraged. Yep, that made them very enraged. And then we have Provoke, which makes them even more angry. But I think we caused more damage with this one, I believe is what it was. And then we have Maim, which kills them. Alright, so that actually makes a lot more sense now that I think about it though. So, yeah guys, so definitely, like I'm gonna hold what I said earlier, night form is my preferred form. If you guys prefer to help your allies, then I would go with probably day mode. Day form. So yeah guys, so this, oh my gosh, this is day form. So day form's my favorite. Is what I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh, I'm still confused, guys. I'm so sorry. This is actually really mind-blowing because it's just like, wait a minute. So wait, I've been using the wrong form the whole time. So that's just insane, guys. So yeah, guys. So recap. This is day form. So when she's sleek and athletic looking, this is day form. And awake, I guess you could say, day form. And then we have night form, which is more relaxed and chill. So this is night form, guys. This is day form. So looking at her, how she acts, like if you have one of her stance things on her, one of her stances on her, you'll recognize which form you're in, probably that way. She's more relaxed, as you guys can see, in the night form. And then she's more active and moving around a lot more in day form. Alright, guys. So my highly recommended form then is Day, I guess, because that's actually her strongest ability, because it actually can cause serious damage. So, yeah, guys, so sorry if you guys got confused. I confused you guys. I confused myself, obviously. So, I mean, that's crazy, actually, now that I think about it, because I swear to God, I've been using night form the whole time, but it's actually day form, which is crazy. So, yeah, guys, so I highly suggest day form myself if you guys want to cause more damage. I feel that day form is more worth your time, but if you prefer what night mode does, which makes them tired and whatever else, go for it. But definitely, she's a very well balanced frame either way, and she is a little complicated. I've probably said that about 5 times now, but she is definitely probably the most complicated frame we have currently. Just because she has multiple abilities, she doesn't just have the usual 4. It's actually multiples with those 3. So, yeah, guys. So, there's your confusing little versus video. I did not see really any major differences. It seems like the effects and everything are all the same for both of them, just like we all expect. So, it's just her amount of damage and stuff she does, essentially. So, there you guys have it. There's our versus on Equinox. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys, if I confused you or if because I confused myself. So, I'm so sorry about that. But hopefully, next time if I do something like this, I'll probably be like, okay, I get this now. So, so yeah, guys, there is your lowdown on Equinox. And to that, I will see you guys in the next video.